Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 51 of Europa Universalis IV as Barat. We are in the middle of a coalition war, it's the second coalition war. Once again, it was Afghanistan that declared on myself, so they've brought the Ottomans in with them, and we're actually doing quite well. I mean, we do have 47% positive war score. We've even got Afghanistan's capital sieged. Unfortunately, we have lost a couple of battles recently, and we're out of manpower, so we're probably going to have to start consolidating our regiments and bringing in some mercenaries, which is what I'm going to start working on next. They haven't really gained any significant ground. My main concern is that Yarkand is going to give up soon and peace out, which will mean we'll have another 30,000 stack of Ottomans to deal with. Also notice that the Ottomans have westernized. I hadn't realised that they had. I wonder if that'll spread to Afghanistan. If Afghanistan westernized, then we could do the same of Afghanistan. Also, just as the game was loading in, I've noticed the Commonwealth is absolutely huge now, and also Scandinavia has formed. But that's not really something that we should be too concerned about, so we're going to head down here, and the first thing we need to do, I believe, is get ourselves a batch of 20 mercs. Now, we're already way over the force limit, that I understand. Most of these guys are okay. We do have another army here that's just shattered. They've taken some significant losses. Hopefully they will retreat somewhere safe and we can get them in and do some damage with them. What I'm going to try and do is march in with this army here and hopefully try and stop them from taking Kandahar back. Now what I would ideally like to do is... Oh, we actually lost a battle. Oh, we lost a battle over here. I didn't even realise there was one going on over there. Well, okay, you guys retreat. So we are losing some war score, unfortunately. Now, if we can win this battle, which we might be able to, what I really should be doing is making sure that I actually really take advantage of terrain bonuses and not sort of attack across rivers if I can help it. We did win another battle there, which was very, very fortunate. You guys, are you still shattering? Yes, you are. So let's just go and have a look what the possibility for a peace deal would be at the moment. So even with 0% peace deal, they are still unwilling to do it. Negative 23. Well, that's not fantastic on my part. You guys, I think we will just do a consolidate there, because you don't have an awful lot. This army that got shattered over here, yeah, you definitely need to get out of there. I'm going to try and put all of our forces together at the moment, just so that we really have a chance of doing something to the Ottomans, because they do have a lot of units over here. Looks like we are being engaged. We also need to turn our forced march off here. Oh, pause. Turn off that forced march. Shift consolidate. We want to make sure we've got nice strong stacks. There are quite a few units coming in from different directions. That could potentially be a problem. Let's go and just go around and jump on these stats where we can now. Is this going to go well for us is the question. They are about to throw another 30,000 into that mix, which is coming in from the top, which is not a good sign. But we definitely do not want to lose Kandahar. When are they going to arrive? On the 20th of June, 19th of June. We might actually just manage it if we're really lucky. Looks like there's another 30,000. Alright, we did just manage it, so we are paused. We're going to shift consolidate. Does make us significantly weaker. I think what we might want to do now is get these guys force marched up here. Where are our mercenaries? Why have we only got 4,000 mercenaries here? Let's get everybody up here if we can. What have we got here? Lose some money and gain mercantilism. Well, we're probably going to be taking some loans anyway, so I don't mind doing that. So we have been engaged again over here. There's a massive, massive stack coming in now. Unfortunately, we can't really peace out while there's a battle going on, because that battle gives us a negative modifier. Yeah, there we go. There's the massive stack that have just come in from the Ottomans. There's a loan, which we expected. And we didn't... Oh, we've actually shattered in a really bad direction there. You guys turn off your forced march. You definitely want to go in there and take that stack out. So ideally what we want to do here is not lose Kandahar. I'm not too bothered what's going on over here in the east. So let's shift consolidate and get you guys marching over here. Yeah, I think we're just out of mercs. We are still over our force limit. We do have some more mercenaries coming in, albeit very, very slowly. Now, we did get a penalty there, unfortunately. Right, you guys need to get out of there. You need to not be jumped on by the Ottomans. So make sure you keep moving. We did win that battle there. Now then, let's have a look and see if we can actually get a peace here. It's very unlikely because they'll feel like they're making gains. It's actually at negative 40 at the moment because, yeah, Afghanistan thinks they're making gains. That is most unfortunate. I think what we need to do is just try and get our entire army together and win a few decisive battles. So let's get all of these mercenaries together over here. We really don't want to lose Kandahar. You are engaging over here. You guys shift consolidate, though I think you probably already have. So we're just going to try and get as many men as possible all into one province. And we'll sort of have one massive army. Yeah, I know we're taking attrition, but that's just what we'll have to deal with. We want, now then, leader-wise, we could probably do with a better leader. Let's go ahead and see if we can just re-roll another and see what we get. Yeah, you're not very good either. That's difficult. You're probably the best leader to be assigned then, still. Let us make sure we go... we'll just do another shift consolidate there. We will go and get rid of one of the additional leaders. You're probably the worst out of them all, so let's get rid of you there. You guys, if you wouldn't mind not jumping into that 30 stack. There we go. So we definitely want to try and... if we can jump on a few little stacks here and there, if it forces the Ottomans to break their siege, I don't mind that happening. Looks like they are about to throw in a big stack up there. They have had a disease outbreak. That's really helpful for us. Now the question is, do we want to try and dive in on top of all of that? It'd be very risky to do so. Is there a river crossing there? Yeah, the only way into there without a river crossing is if we come in from the Ghazni Mountains, which might be what we have to do. We don't really want to have to take a river crossing if we can help it. If we can catch that 15 stack as well, that'll be nice. We have just ran into a stack there, which was unfortunate. We didn't want that to happen. We do have some more mercenaries. We've got this army up here. Let's get everybody into this province. Might give us a chance to do something. So let's hope we can win this battle up here. Yeah, we did lose that battle down there. That is understandable. So we should win that battle pretty easily. We are sat in the mountains, which is nice. And like I said, anything that might force the Ottomans to break would be a good thing. Now, if we jump, we could possibly... Can we not get in there? You're not going to let me even attempt. Yeah, we can get in here. So if we manage to get rid of this stack... Right, they did move out, but we are going to jump onto a 2 stack there, which is a nice thing. Or a 4 stack even. Might catch a 4 stack. Obviously, they are trying to take provinces back, which is understandable. Taking some losses. Let's get you guys back into the mountains if we can. Right, Ottomans are actually breaking their siege to engage me. I'm going to allow them to do that because I'm currently in the mountains. So, shift consolidate. They're taking a river crossing and they're attacking me in the mountains. That might be ideal. Unfortunately, we rolled a 0 and they've just rolled back-to-back 9s. So that didn't help. There we go. We actually rolled relatively decent there. Rolled another 0. They've rolled another 9. Okay, slightly better roll. Rolls are just terrible. All we're rolling is 1s and 0s and 2s and stuff. Okay, we've actually rolled a 9. Unfortunately, it was in the fire phase, so it didn't really count for much. Our front line... No, we've got cannons in the front row. And we lost a battle. So, once again, a battle that we should have won was lost purely on the basis that we got screwed over on the rolls. I mean, there's no other way to put it than that, really. We got screwed over on the rolls. Pure and simple. If we can get to here in time before this army completely shatters, I doubt we can get out of there in time. Yeah, we can't even force march out of there, so we won't bother trying to force march out. You guys just stop moving. Now then, how long will you take to get there? You're going to arrive on the 30th. You're going to arrive on the 21st. Yeah, this army's probably screwed. Yep, complete stack wipe. Absolute complete stack wipe. So we'll jump in over here. Again, we take a river crossing penalty. There's lots of units around that could come in and help. Gain a load of power points. The AI is getting significantly better rolls because that's what the AI does. Again, 6 to a 0. 5 to a 4. Now he throws in a load more units. Okay, now he's rolled a 0. But it doesn't really matter because, you know, he's already kind of broken us. We have to run away from that because we literally have no army left. We are all out of men. We're all out of money as well. Let us go and take a couple of loans. And we will go ahead and grab some mercenaries where we can. We might still be able to get out of this war. Negative 32. What if I just concede defeat? See, if I suggest an offer, they want a 33% peace deal. They want me to release Bengal, release Pegu, pay some money. We were doing quite well, but we're pretty much out of manpower. What I'm thinking about doing is just trying to send them a load of money and see if they would be willing to ever peace out. No. Because they want concessions other than gold. Hopefully you guys will get all the way out of there. Unfortunately, them taking Kandahar back is going to be a bad thing. But we need to try and get a lot of units together if we can, which is why I'm just going mad here with the mercenaries. We want to try and just build up all of these mercs together. Right, I could really do without mercs forming in provinces where there are bad guys, but there's not an awful lot that we can really do about that. So we're just going to try and put together a big stack of mercenaries. In fact, I think we'll even get another big stack of mercenaries if we can. Spending all of our money. But mercenaries will get the job done, I think. It's time for a Barat death stack. Still at 40%. They haven't taken Kandahar back yet. Right, everybody. Absolutely everybody. In this province. Not too bothered about the attrition. They are only mercenaries. Wow, there's 98,000 men over here on this side. So we definitely want to be careful of those. Now, we would be attacking into the mountains if we went up there, but we don't have an awful lot of other options. Do you want to... Rather, they've took Kandahar back on a 28% chance. Would you believe it? Well, I mean, of course you would, because it's the AI. The AI wins sieges on 7%. The player tends to lose sieges constantly, even when they're on, like, 50%. That's just the way the game works. So, everybody into this massive death stack. If the AI wants to stomp around with a death stack, we'll do the same. Now, that's unfortunate that we lost Kandahar, but they are moving their units away from Kandahar now. So that's on 7%. They've actually... Oh, they broke their siege. They are constantly breaking their siege. Maybe they're getting twitchy about all of the units we have over here. 100k stack over there are the Ottomans, which is probably not good. Right, you guys are all in. We are going to group up. We are going to allow them to attach. We're going to shift consolidate. We are going to put in Who are we going to put in? We're probably going to put you in there. More maneuver. Right, let's march in there and start taking out these stacks. I'm sick of them. We need a few good fights. We need to take Kandahar back as well. Did Yarkand actually peace out? No, they are actually still in. Surprisingly. So how's this battle going to go? Obviously we did just attack into the mountains. They are about to throw another 18,000 in. That doesn't really make a lot of difference though, given the combat width of the mountains. So we're going to come down to the rolls. Okay, in the shot phase we rolled a 6. We don't have a particularly brilliant general here either. Looks like they're throwing a lot more units in. Okay, rolled another 9 in the shot phase. Rolled a 0, thank you game. 6 to a 5. In fact, before anything else happens, I'm going to go and take another loan. And we are going to get ourselves yet more mercenaries. Not enough mercenary regiments can... Right, we can't even get that many mercs. At least we've got the money on hand for when we can. Our front line is starting... No, their front line is actually breaking. We should be winning this. Their front line is breaking. They're still throwing more and more men in. There's another 90,000 here just about to come in. Again, the AI rolls a 9. Oh, an 8 to a 0. Now the AI rolls a 9. Here's that 90,000 stack about to come in and join the party. This is a very, very bloody battle. Massive losses on both sides. Now they've just completely reinforced, so their morale's going to go back up again. Right, we're getting smashed now. We need to get out of there. So let's get out of that. Well, that was unfortunate. But they lost a lot more men than I did. So we'll go ahead and consolidate again. Consolidate everybody up. Get some more mercenaries if we can. Right, if we just go ahead and... let's leave you here. No, you're gonna retreat all the way down there, aren't you? Can we group you together? No. Yeah, they're taking so much stuff back, and I really, really don't like it. Really need to do something about those armies over there. But again, this is mostly the might of the Ottoman Empire and just the sheer ridiculous number of units they are allowed to have. So let's get all these guys together. Let's just go ahead, group them up. Let's do a proper good consolidate. Let's move them back up to this line. Let's also go and get another group of mercenaries, which we should be able to do now because we've just consolidated a load. So there should be spare mercenaries available. I mean, they are losing a lot of men. Their war exhaustion for most of them is still pretty high. Mal was pretty low. Unfortunately, we can't get any of these people out individually, which is what makes it really annoying. We have to sort of deal with the war leader, as it were. Might be worth trying to pick off some of these Ottoman stacks individually. Like when they're about to jump in there, if we can just throw some more units in just to keep them busy. Before you guys can get in there. Right, if we can just grab you and move you in there, we can get a very, very quick jump here on the 20k stack and maybe take it out. You guys are retreating, that's fine. I know I'm sacrificing men here, but I'm just trying to keep that fight going long enough for me to actually get my big stack in there. There we go. So we've actually engaged. So that'll be a nice little win for us there. I need to stop going for the big stacks. I need to divide and conquer. That's the only way we're going to manage this. Splitting them up and going for them little bit by little bit. Can we get some more mercenaries? Not at the moment. That's unfortunate. They can lose loyalty. I don't really have the money at the moment. We're already paying out for massive loans. So let's get all of these guys grouped up together. In fact, let's get you all in this province over here. Then we'll try and jump on that 26k stack. Again, it is in the mountains. A lot of the Ottoman stuff is over here in the northeast. So I think we should be okay. It'll take them a while to get back over here, which is what we really want to happen. Can we get in there without crossing a river? if we approach from the south. So let's move into the south. Let's put it back on the right map mode. Now they're on a 0%. We do really want to try and take Kandahar back. That's the important thing for us at the moment. We need to hold Kandahar. So let's go and move in here from the south. On 0%, so they shouldn't be able to take it. Let's just do a quick shift consolidate. Make sure everybody is at full strength. Because you want your front lines fighting strong. We do still have some cannons, which is nice. Again, we start by rolling a 0. Even though we're actually against an army with no leader, we start off by rolling a 0. And we actually had a good roll there, so that helped out nicely. There we go, we got it. Fantastic. Somebody's about to throw a 1 stack in. Let's allow him to do that. And let's go over here and attempt to retake Kandahar. Where are you guys going? Are you going anywhere? You're probably going to go more than a single province away. So the Ottomans are all sieging out stuff over here. Most of it is not my land, though, which is nice. Now then, what have you guys got there? That's a lot of ships. You've got 1 heavy and 3 lights. And I've got... Where are all my heavies, actually? These are my heavies. Let's get in over here, shall we? Let's go and get these heavies doing something. Now, if we can get everybody into Kandahar, I suppose we don't have enough mercenaries available. Nope. So we'll go in over here and we'll start taking that. Do we have any mercenaries available? I'll even take them individually if I can. I'll grab as many as I can grab. There we go. So that's all the mercenaries being used up. Now what we need here is some decent rolls. Unfortunately our general doesn't have any siege. We'll do a proper consolidate there, actually. That might give us some more mercenaries available. War exhaustion is high. Let's go ahead and pay that down. We could raise war taxes, but I don't think we will need to. Let's make sure we go and get all of these mercenaries grouped up together. We should be able to get some more. There we go. We're actually... Yeah, that's all the mercenaries gone again. So Kandahar's on 0%. If we can take Kandahar again, we might actually stand a chance. Could really do with taking more of the Afghani lands. Okay, so there's a big stack over here. Which we probably will want to try and jump on, but taking Kandahar I think is more important. So that's what we are going to go for first. Although it would be nice to go and jump on them. If I was to, for example... detach a couple of units and try and march in. I can't get there. Right, I'm blocked by the fort. Okay, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Let's go ahead and move all of you guys in together. So we are on 21%. Ottomans are moving in with another big stack. It shouldn't be enough for them. Well, we are in desert, which isn't great. Lose some admin power or some local unrest. We'll just take the local unrest. So you guys are going to try and take that back now. Now, if I was to attack them, I would be attacking in the mountains, which I don't really want to do. Where are you guys going? You're actually going to head in towards me, I think. Which might not work out for you. 21%. Come on, am I going to have one of those lucky rolls like the AI does, or are you going to keep me waiting until I get down to, like, 58% and then 10 months later? Come on, it's almost gone. Yep, defenders desert. I never get those good rolls, not like the AI does. We'll keep these guys together. We'll make sure they've got a leader. And I think that is probably a good point to end the video. There's a lot of stuff going on sort of over on the east, but again, I can't really get too involved with all of that. I need to sort of keep my eye on the eastern borders and just try and deal with Afghanistan. Anyway, I hope you guys are still enjoying EU4 as Barat. I'll see you guys on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.